I think sustainability is beginning to have a positive impact on the eyewear industry. I think it's got a long way to go.
We have to do something. We can't just be that industry that doesn't do it. Everyone's moving forward. Eyewear can move in this direction with looking at better processes for acetate or where the metal comes from.
It's just the right thing to do. It's the right thing for the future generations, and for the future of optometry as well.
When I walk around here, I'm absolutely delighted to see so many people that are making an effort in different ways. We all have our different angle, but after all, what we want to do is create companies like ourselves that will result in making the earth a better place to be in.
Today we were having discussions with people whereby their patients were coming into practice specifically asking them to see products that were either recycled or environmentally friendly.
Sustainability is a journey. It's not something that you can just retrofit and then you become a sustainable company.
We've all got to look to the future. It's being more responsible, being more sustainable. It has to be part of our story. As an industry, the amount of single-use plastic we used was an awful lot, and I think there's small changes that we can make. So with recyclable plastic bags or making cases out of cardboard, that sort of thing, they all help to move that story along.
It's just being a little bit more open-minded, because we're so aware that costs are really important for opticians, and we really run a thin line between making our products accessible and also being able to fund our positive impact. So I think if there's just a little bit more open-mindedness to try and facilitate these types of products in their stores, that's going to help to kind of drive the change, and we're trying to do the best we can to make that happen.
Everybody has a shared responsibility on this. Now, it's not going to change overnight, some of the products and the materials we use. And there are many people innovating and creating products in different ways that are less harmful in the environment. However, there is already a lot of plastic around. There is already a lot of products that need to be recycled. And I guess as a society, over the next 20 to 30 to 40 years, we will continually recycle the plastics that have already been made rather than creating new plastics all the time. However, the responsibility in optics is a kind of shared responsibility. That collaboration between the clinical front end of the sector along with the manufacturing and the supply is really going to, I think, gather pace, because there will be expectations that will eventually come from the final patients and consumers. They expect certain things, and when you tie all that together with going into a practice and then practice expectations of suppliers, over time it will become normalised in the same way a lot of things do in society. When everybody demands it enough or expects it enough, it just becomes normalised, and it's then how we all live our lives. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but the trend is definitely starting.
Something that's quite prominent with ourselves is the fact that with our frame onlys, we don't actually send them out with any demo lenses. And demo lenses are one of the major waste products from the optical market. All the opticians we talk to say they have boxes and boxes and boxes of demo lenses and they just have nothing to do with them. So I'd be really keen to see more brands adhere to that process, because that is a step forward, I suppose. Not a major one, but if you think about the numbers of eyewear products that are out on the market and available, if they were sent to opticians without these lenses in, it should have quite a large impact.
This is what's happening today. So in 5 years' time, it's going to be ubiquitous. So it's something we need to be thinking about and dealing with now. Although a lot of the projects we're doing are with specific collections, this will all eventually permeate throughout everything we do. So the biodegradable demo lenses are on everything we do. Every new product, every product we manufacture now has biodegradable lenses. The poly bag's the same. So all of these things just become normal. It will just become how things are done. And then the specialist products we're doing, like the recycling of the demo lenses, recycling of lens swarf. Another huge project for us at Jaikudo Lenses is the lens swarf that the machines make. We've got huge work being undertaken on that, and I hope to have some really interesting results on that in about 3 months' time, I hope.
But it's also more than that. It's about the ethos behind the company. It's the other products that you use. We use EV cars, we use solar on our office, we recycle all the rainwater that's collected on the offices. So that all goes towards the end goal of being more sustainable as a general rule.
By 2035, we want to be carbon neutral, and we have a realistic plan to deliver that over time, but it does mean looking at every community in terms of our supply chain, where we trade, and looking at the people side and the materials that are used in manufacture. We have to look at the whole dispensing in the practice, the packaging and the waste accordingly. It's an absolutely massive situation, but like all complex plans, it is taking an annual approach to it, but a 5-10 year vision.